Okay, these are the tables that I have created last 2 days onwards. Okay, see, I created this 10th August. So after that, I created some tables like 11th. And today also I have created few tables. Very few minutes back, I created the dispense order and the enroll tables. So these are the tables I have created. Check out. Okay, what are the tables I have created and which date and this thing I have mentioned here. I find out in this way. Got it? Okay, now okay, someone is changed Ravi. You change this table names all courses one courses is you change.
Tables అట్లనే ఉన్నాయి.
Just you renamed.
Tables అట్లనే ఉన్నాయి.
Okay, let it be. Okay, now what are the data we have and which tables? What are the data we have and we will see. So in the countries table, what are the countries we have? We'll see. You change.
Countries only one this is only.
Okay. Okay. These are the countries available in our countries table. Okay, warehouses. The countries table will contain the country information. Okay. Warehouse information will contain the Godam information that the Godam is in the which area and all those things you can able to find out. No warehouses here. One is drop my table. How can I roll back my table?
Flashback table name.
Flashback table
name.
Table name to before drop. Okay. To before drop. So table is not present in the recycle bin. We now have the data. You can create it. Okay, warehouses. So countries, what we have, locations, region. In this, what are the regions available in our table? We will see this. Okay, locations. What are the locations available? Inventories. Inventories in the sense what we will get in this. What are the things will available in inventory? Okay. So in inventory table, you will get the product ID, warehouse ID. Okay, so product ID contain what the product ID information will like us. Product ID, what are the information available, how much quantity we have. These are all those things you can identify with the category table. Okay, in this, so we have one second. This inventory table, you have the product ID column. So for this inventories and product ID, what we have the common column here, category. We don't have anything here. Common. Have you people gone through these tables? No, no one.
Just created some.
Right? Well, actually, we need to find out the relation. What are the table having? Which table having the relation with which table you need to identify. You need to identify, right? You haven't identified in the sense what is the use of this, all the tables. So I am remembering the things. Location table having a location table having relation with the, I can say countries. I will have the relation with the location table having the country ID with the country table. Okay, employee table having the employee ID with the which one? Warehouses, not inventories, order, customers, manager ID, something like we have sales ID or something like. Employee ID, this have the information. Manager ID, this manager ID is linked with the this only. Okay. Countries, warehouses, regions, location, inventory in the sense how much stock we have and all those things we will maintain in this table. Order item in the sense. So what are the orders we place by which customer? This will get in the orders table. Okay. So in this based on this order ID, what are the items has been placed by the which customer? These are all things we'll get by in this order item table. Customer information will maintain in this customer table. Product ID, products information will maintain in the products category in the sense. So what are the categories for one in the category types will get in this. Okay, location. You understand almost all the tables now except these two tables. These are all the new table for today we are going to create. See, if someone order the something in the Flipkart or Amazon, so you will get some order is placed. You will get a first status as a order is placed. Correct. So order is placed on a which date, that is captured, that is called like as a order date. Okay, order date. And so if someone is ordered, the order need to be delivered, right? So if it is online, offline, whatever it may be, we need to deliver to the order. So that need to be captured. Okay, so we will maintain that in that delivery information will maintain into dispense information or delivery information will maintain into the dispense table. Dispenser table, like a dispense order. So dispense order. So the order is placed by which customer. So order is delivered to which address. These are all need to be maintained in some place, right? This is the use of the dispense order table. So shipment ID. If someone order is trying to move from the inventory, we will generate some order ID for that, right? In the similar way, we'll generate some dispense ID, shipment ID, tracking ID. You can say tracking ID or something like that. We can get a shipment ID. So the shipment which it is you are capturing in the order table, right? In the similar way, we need to capture the shipment date. So for that reason, we will use the shipment date. Okay, order ID. Why we will use the which order you are shipmenting? You need to track, right? So the order ID will be stored in the order table. Order ID details will store in the order table. Orders. Okay, if you want to like tell me this order has been when it has shipped the order and all those things. So if someone is customer is asking me, please pull my track or history. Okay, history like the customer information. The first order has been placed with which date. Okay, order has been for delivering the order, how much time it took. Okay, first shipment when it has happened, last shipment when it happened, for one shipment to another shipment, how many days is taking to put one order to another order. These are all things need to be tracked, right? So based on these reports, a customer will understand the things. That will be reporting purpose. We will use this type of things. Okay, so why we are wasting our time to maintain this all information to track the who is our best customer, to want to retrieve best customer. So who is giving the more orders for you, he is the best customer for you. These are all things need to be verified from your end, right? So these are all tracking purpose. We will use these queries. Okay, so this is the dispense order table. Okay, enroll. So enroll in the sense, enroll table will be treat like as a, okay, suppose if someone is Amazon, take like Amazon now. So if like starting some from Monday onwards, we are starting some sale, like a new mobile is launching. So if someone is enrolled, you will get some 10% discount. The company will offer like a who is earning, who is enrolled first. For those people, we are going to provide some benefit. So that is like a hello. Okay, so sorry, I got the card. Sorry. So enroll will help you to who is enrolled first. Have some ID. Okay, that need to be captured like this is a surrogate key. Okay, this is a surrogate key. Okay, this is enrolled at which data he is enrolled. Okay, enroll person name, enroll by, enroll type. So enroll code, enroll type in the sense online, offline. So if you visit to the any physical branch, you will get offline. If you visit any social sites, you will mention like a offline, online. Okay, so benefit. So if you enroll this, what the benefits you will get, that need to be defined in some different table. Okay, so this is like a customer benefit. So this customer benefit having the enrollment ID. So we will maintain some enrollment code also here. Okay, you will maintain here. The enrollment code need to be maintained here. So customer benefit ID we can mention like a benefit ID. Benefit ID number. So this enroll code is foreign key of which one? Enroll table. You will foreign key of, you will take the reference of this table. References of enroll enroll code. Okay, so these are all you people need to practice. Then only we can able to. So for this table, I don't have any information. I am going to share this all the table scripts. Okay, for this table, I don't have any information. Try to insert from your end for existing customers and new customers as well. Got it? Okay, customer benefit. Okay, enroll code. So if enroll code having like one, something like. So if someone like enroll the code like one, so you will get the benefit like a benefit percentage like 5% or 10% or 4%. Got it? So you will maintain like that. Enroll, the offer will maintain some period, right? If you enroll that some offer that need to be expiration period and the some period, right? So that is called enrollment start active date and expiry date. Enrollment start date, that need to be date. Enrollment expiry date. Enroll expiry date. Okay, enroll expiry date. So these are all things you need to maintain. Okay, so now the enrollment will maintain here. Okay, here. Suppose like if someone is enrolled the data. Now someone is enroll the data. So after enrolling the data, he enroll for the code 1 now. After few days, he enroll for the another code like a 2. Now you will maintain some timestamp here. So he enrolled, is a new enrolled customer or a old customer. You need to track, right? So he is the first in this table, in the sense you will maintain some insert timestamp. Insert timestamp. So you will maintain like a sys date as the sys date as the your value while inserting the data. So if you are a second time you are trying to insert anything here. Second time you are trying to insert anything here. Then you need to update the data here. You will update the data. So you can identify the things like if the old person, old batch people having here, we have some merge statement. Merge statement will help you to, if you got the data, incremental data and historical data. So that means old customer information, new customer information you got with together, you got some file. Okay, you can load the data into our database. You are trying to load the data into our database. Okay, if you insert the old customer as a new customer, you can lose some amount of any amount or something like that. Okay, you are estimating the wrong estimation. So you are getting the old customer only and new. In the new file, you are saying like you are getting the old customer information and as well as a new customer information. So if someone is an old customer, that customer no not to be insert again. That customer detail need to be update. So suppose you open the account now today. Okay, tomorrow you are going to update some address from X place to Y place. That means you are not the new customer, right? So your account number should be in a queue. That account details need to be updated. Correct. So for that reason, so if someone is enrolled the first time, you need to maintain some insert statement for that. While inserting the another record, another enrollment, need to capture he is already in this or not. Okay, if already is there in this, you need to update that. So and while updating that, you will maintain the some update timestamp. Is also date. Date in the sense here we will get the timestamp also. Don't think anyway like date in the sense. You people will maintain like timestamp also. Try to insert the data and understand the things and we will do the things by tomorrow. Is it fine or we need to do anything about today? You are. I need. Is there any other tables need to be created, or we need the details like we have the customer information here. So for these customers, you need to maintain this all information. I don't have any information, right? So this is the customer table I have. For these customers, you need to maintain this dispense track, and try to create another table like some status information. If someone has a ship, if someone has ordered, so we need to capture the status information. That will say I'm going to create another table like a. Okay, now I can say like a status information. Status info. Okay, so here I can say status ID. Okay, status date. Status date. Status date, and what we can say customer ID, and what we can mention status code. And the customer ID will mention like a what we can mention status code, status description, status. Okay, sorry. TUS. Right. Okay, now we have the information like a status code, status ID, status date, status code, customer ID, status description, and now we'll maintain the here. It is a generation date and the sense status date only. State. Cut to offer 20.
State of status, is it active or inactive?
Status type here I'm going to mention like that only. Inactive. Okay. Here you can mention like this order is you mention like status code as a order one something like. You can mention like the code will be ORD1 or S1, S2, S3 something like. You can put some status codes. Okay, that status code information will maintain into the some different table, not in the common table. See, we are getting how many tables here. If you practice with this table, you are the real-time guy. Sure, I'm saying about that. Status code mapping. So status code mapping. So in this, we will maintain the status code and this description. Code under status description.
Status.
So status type. Okay, status type we can maintain here, but we won't maintain here then. We need to maintain here these two columns because based on the status code, you can able to capture the details in this. You got it? You got it or not? So status type. So we will maintain in this status description, status type, and maintain if required anything like okay, this is called like as a data modeling. Data modeling. This is called as a data modeling. So if someone is getting started a new business, we will do this all things. So we will we see here, right, that there is a common there is a common two columns, right? Why should we are maintaining this two column information? Why should we are maintaining the duplicate information in two places? We can try to avoid the duplicate redundancy of data. To reduce the duplicate redundancy of data, we can call it as the normalization. So the data is the business tables are defining now in the form of normalization techniques. We have a lot of techniques here. First normal form, second normal form, like that. We have 5 normal forms. Okay, so if you want to become this like a versional database, if you want to define in the sense, you need to follow this normalization techniques. For your people does not require this all things need to know. At least you need to know this is called normalization. If you can able to answer at least this, to avoid the duplicate redundancy of data into the multiple tables, we'll use into some different table and we can map that ID to this. How will you are mapping here? See, so you are removing these tables here. So you are removing these two tables here. You are removing the two tables and you are maintaining into in this place. And just you are appending this status code with this. So with the same status code like order ID 1, we have something like some X status code we have. The X status code in the sense someone is placed the order, we will generate some X code. So for all the customers, if you want to maintain the status code, status description, status type, these are all things, right? It is very difficult to maintain the, suppose if someone like hundreds of customers did. So if you want to make 3 columns information unnecessarily for all the customer, it is waste, right? So different table with some X status code description one time. I can just append if wherever I require, just I can append with the join pins. Our join concept, we will use that. Got it? So in this case, we will maintain the foreign key relations. Primary key, foreign key relations here. Got it? So I am going to save this all tables. Try to insert with data in this. I'm going to maintain that rules here. Okay, so the dispense order having the dispense, right? So the while dispensing the any order, the order need to be in a order table. So without the placing order, you cannot able to dispense any order, right? In that region, you will maintain some FK with the order of. I'm not writing all these things. Orders of order ID. I'm going to share all the tables. Need to be corrected from your end. Okay. Then customer ID also you can able to, if you want to put the customer ID also from the customer table. That customer ID. Okay. Then you can maintain some address table if you require. No, not required here. So yeah, in this case we will require the dispense order ID also. We can separate. So if someone some customer is placed hundreds of transactions, hundreds of orders. So for each and every transaction, you are maintaining the shipment address here. Got it? So instead of this maintaining the duplicate information in the all the record, simply I can maintain some address address table. Okay. In this case, first we need to maintain the address table first. Got it? So create table. Customer table. Address table. So in this you will maintain segment address ID, address 1, address 2, city, pin code. We have all this. Now, how to map this with the your dispense table? Now, in this case, we will maintain some ADD or address ID. So address ID number, you will maintain some surrogate key or candidate key. Surrogate key spelling, please. If you know someone else, you can maintain some primary key value. Okay, value. So system generated number here. If existing members you have system generated value. Okay, first you will insert the data in address table. Then you can map this address ID with this table. Segment ID, order ID, and customer ID we have. Again, we will map with some. I put the number here. So I've given some stakes also. Then you can try to with all these things. Got it? If I know, Bhaiya, I need class in the sense, I will tell you. I need the things like need to be practiced from your end. That is my target. If you people are thorough with these tables, then only we can be able to practice all those things. It is very easy. If you people practice with this, and I will show with the bank table transactions, banking related things. Bank, not the scripts. I can explain the scenarios and how to get the data, from which place we will get the data, and all those things I will explain. But I won't share this YouTube links and all those things because that is illegal activities. These are all everyone knows. Because of that reason, I am mentioning these all things. Got it? So you people will need to insert the data in how many tables? We have 1, 2. So enroll, benefit. It is almost 6 tables we have. Almost 6 tables we have. Try to insert one more minute. Spelling. Mahesh, what you are saying? Customer feedback. Yeah, that is also one thing. Maintain that as well, right? Based on the feedback, you can able to decide, like the company stakeholders will review the customer reviews. Got it? So customer, based on customer reviews only, stakeholders will decide what are the benefits need to provide the customer to get to improve our business. Got it? You maintain that feedback. Create some table like a or underscore
Feedback or feedback or
feedback. You can mention like
on your particular product ID.
Hello, Moto.
ready is a number. Oh, customer not required, right? We have the customer details already. So we need the comments.
Product ID.
Comments. We'll see the comments like varchar 2 of whatever it may be 2000. I put the 2000. Okay, and level of satisfaction. Level of satisfaction. STA. Okay. Okay. It's all. Okay, satisfaction. Level of satisfaction, correct. Level of satisfaction is a number.
A has to remove after C.
Okay. Okay. Now level of satisfaction.
And product ID also came into this.
Already
Product.
Oh, sir. Solve. Got it. So I'm going to share this all scripts. Try to insert some information like customer information should be this only, not with your customers. These are all the customers we have need to insert for this. Got it? And insert your details also if you require. Along with the detail for these customers, if I pull, if someone is asked like that, you need to work with these tables. And try to provide that insert statement for me also. Else we can, if you want to discuss anything like we will see. Required anything? Any doubt about any of these tables? No doubt. Okay, I am going to share this all the table scripts, 2 table scripts and insert statements as well. Okay, try to insert and practice. My suggestion is take the all the columns one by one, at least read one by one column. Try to understand what is the meaning of that column. See, job title, hire date in the sense joining date. You know, a lot of the people does not know this hire date. Now we people are English medium, so we know. So employee ID, first name, last name. So how to append this name like a first name and last name in while retrieving the data. So with the, I want to display the things like so we can practice something for 10 minutes at least. We started the class. Now we have this column, right? So while what is happening? This is from my employees, not from the customers. Okay, now we have the data. While displaying the data, my name should be in concatenated with the only name, like no need to specify like a first name, last name like that. So the name should be bifurcated with the, so we get a lot of requirements like this. Okay, so email, phone number. So the phone number having while displaying the phone number, so that we have some special character here. I need to remove this. I need to remove this. So how will you remove this? So no substring, no I already explained about replace. I'm thinking I explained or not? I explained, right? So replace of what I need to replace here, dot or some dot here. So if you mention like this, it will replace. Now this is in which like it is a number. It look like a number. So if you create the table for this, it will know you know about the what is the data type of this column. So I created the table now. See what is the data type is created for the phone number. So for phone number, it is created with the varchar2. It is showing number, right? So in that case, we need to convert that into number. How to convert? 2 underscore number of phone number. Okay, we can drop this table under else we can create a different table. One. Now I created, right? See, now it has been converted to number. Got it? So these are all things need to be will use in the reporting purpose. You can pull the data. This type of information will pull the data. So we will use these tables, at least few tables in this, and at the tables we have already explained the regions and locations. We'll see about the inventory tables. Try to understand the inventory tables. What are the columns we have? So just we have only product ID and warehouse ID quantity. So warehouse ID, product. So in warehouses we have any column like a start from warehouses only and warehouse. Warehouses. In this we have the warehouse ID we have. Okay. So location ID we have.
Very small.
Now I require like a the data need try to okay. Now calculate the for location 5 how many orders has been placed. By location wise I need how many orders has been placed, and in location customer wise I need the how many orders has been placed. Got it? Got it the requirement? So I need the how many orders has been placed for the location 5 and 9 or something like 2 locations. Take 2 locations, and in that locations I need the bifurcation again, subdivision, like you divide, you did the group with the location now. Okay, how many orders has been placed?
Yes, 5 and 9.
5 and 9. For 2 locations, you are going to find out how many orders has been placed. Okay. After that, I need the bifurcation of the result, like a segregation I required. How many orders has been placed individually, customer wise I need how many orders I have placed. Got it? So how will you do and all those things, I don't know. So there may be some duplicate orders also. Sometimes I need only unique orders. Only unique orders. There is a chance to maintain some duplicate orders also, right? We cannot say like all are unique orders only. Sometimes we have the all are unique orders only. See, if someone is ordered greater than, see, the one customer ID 1 is placed the 2. See, and I need the things like a customer is placed how many orders. In that, I need the thing like a how many are shipped, how many are in pending state. Okay, so how many are shipped and how many are in pending state, how many are cancelled.
How many are
Okay.
delivered? How many are?
We have only 3. We have only 3. See, I will show you. I need the bifurcation result like this. Everyone need to be practiced.
What is the status of the order?
I will let you know. Now we have the 3 shipments. So I am opening my Excel sheet. I'm going to sort the data like you have the if you want to find if you want to copy the data along with the column header, you can need to press like a Control Shift C. Shift C, it copy along with the columns. Okay, now I need the data like a, so customer ID 1 is place total orders ID. Okay. Total orders. Orders. Total orders. So total how many we have? 4 orders. Okay. Total we have 4 orders. Cancel. Okay. In this. So pending orders. I'm not mentioning in all the places like pending. I'm mentioning like a pending. So after that, shipped. After that, cancel, cancelled. So I need the how many pending we have? 1. Shipped how many we have? 3. 3. Cancelled 0. So coming to patient 2, we have 4. 4 total number of orders. I need what are the pending orders we have? Pending orders how many we have for the 1. Okay, shipped orders is 2. Cancel order is 1. So I need the output like this. Okay, so how many are valid orders? The cancelled orders are invalid orders. Now, how can you find the valid orders here? I need a valid orders as well. VALID valid order. Got it? So this is very, very important things I'm saying here. Valid order. Okay, now how can we valid the order is valid or not? So how many valid orders we have? Need to find out. So total order minus cancel order, what are the things we have, right? That is valid order, correct? So now I can say like a total order is this minus cancel order is this. So I can get 4 valid orders. Got it? See, for this second one, I got the 3 valid orders. Got it? So these are all things I require. I given the lot of stuff you people practice. If simply I will provide that the tables and try to insert, right? There is no use that. Now I can satisfy this. Try to practice. I will share the link if people need. Okay. I will share that table scripts. In 5 to 10 minutes, I will share the table scripts. Okay. I'm going to close. Class అదే సేమ్ లింక్ ఏమా పంపించింది ఆల్రెడీ అదే లింకే ఎప్పుడు పంపించిన కూడా